Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Knowledge. Air traveling is an exciting experience, but it can be stressful if you don't understand the language used at airports. This video will introduce you to the most frequently used words at the airport. Whether taking a domestic or an international flight, there is a lot of vocabulary to process at the airport. Let's understand them one by one. First one, arrivals. The part of the airport where people exit from the plane. When your plane arrives at the airport, your family and friends will meet you at arrivals. Now next, boarding pass. Boarding pass means the ticket which gives you permission to enter the plane. After you have notified the airlines you are at the airport and you have checked your luggage, you will be given a boarding pass that shows you where the plane will be boarding, and it will also show the details of your flight, including your flight number, seat and gate. This day, you can often print your own boarding pass or even get them on your smartphone. Now boarding time. Your boarding time is the time that people will be allowed to start entering the plane. Book a ticket. When you book a ticket, it means that you have reserved your place and paid for it. Now next one, business class. Business class tickets are cheaper than first class tickets but more expensive than economic class tickets. Business class tickets have certain benefits that economic class tickets don't, such as larger seats. Business class is the area where people who are traveling for a business purpose sit. Economic class. Most people would travel by plane in economic class because the price is much cheaper. Economic class seats are the smallest seats on the plane. Now next class, first class. First class tickets are the most expensive tickets that airlines offer. There is a lot of space to move. First class seats are in front of the plane and are much bigger than the other seats on the plane. Airlines usually offer premium meals to passengers with a first class ticket. Now carry-on luggage. Your carry-on luggage is the small piece of hand luggage that you are allowed to take with you onto the plane. These bags usually have to be a certain size and weight less than 8 kg. Checked luggage. Checked luggage is the luggage a passenger gives to the airline before getting on the plane. These bags are placed in the cargo section of the plane and don't travel in the same section of the plane as the passengers. Airlines allow each passenger to 2 free checked bags. If a passenger has 3 checked bags, there is an additional charge. Check-in counter. When you check in, you notify the airline you have arrived at the airport. They will take your suitcase and give you a boarding pass. The area where you do this action is also called a check-in counter. Now next one, conveyor belt. The place where you collect your suitcase after you arrive. When your plane arrives, your bags and suitcase come out on the moving conveyor belt. Another word that you might hear for this is a carousel or a baggage claim. Now custom. Before you are allowed to enter the country, you must go through custom, where you will be met by a custom officer. Here, they will check if you are bringing anything illegal into the country, such as a firearms, means guns, drugs or too much money. And they will ask you if you have anything to declare. If you are not carrying anything forbidden, you should answer no. Departures. This is the area to relax before your flight. It has seats, shop and restaurant. When you are leaving to go on a trip, you will need to go to the departures lounge, where you will wait to board your flight. Now next one, fragile. Sometimes we carry things that are delicate or easily broken when we travel. A way of letting the people handling our suitcase know is to mark it with a sticker saying a fragile. This will show them that they need to be a little more careful with your stuff. Now next one, gate. Gate is the place where your flight leaves from. In the departures longitude, there are a number of different gates, means doors, that lead to different flights. Now long haul flight. A flight that travels a long distance in a one go is a long haul flight. For example, a long haul flight would be flying from New York to Sydney. Now next one, on time. When you are traveling and you want to check the status of your flight, you can look at the departures board. Here you will see all your flight information, and if it says that your flight number is on time, then the flight will depart at the right time. Now next one, one-way ticket, return ticket and a round trip. If you asked for a one-way ticket, it means that you don't want to return to your destination. The opposite of a one-way ticket is a return ticket. If you want to purchase both, that's called a round trip ticket. Now next one, stopover and layover. If you are traveling on a long haul flight, you usually have to have a short stop in another country first. This stop is called a stopover or a layover. Let's see the example so you can easily understand. If you are traveling from Europe to Australia, it recommended that you have a stopover in the Dubai because the flight is very long. Now visa. A visa is a special document that gives you permission to enter a country. Some countries have a strict laws, and depending where you are from, you may need to get a visa. Now passport. It is an official document containing a personal information and usually a photograph that allows a person to travel to foreign countries and to prove who they are. Now takeoff. Takeoff is the beginning of a flight when an aircraft leaves the ground and starts to fly. Now next one, landing. Landing is the moment where the plane touches the ground at your destination. Now next one, tray table. When it's time to eat, you will put your food on your tray table. These are small tables similar in a size to the trays waiters use in a restaurant. You can find your on the back of the seat in front of you. Flight attendant, cabin crew, air hostess. Flight attendants are the men and women who work on the plane and help you during the flight. They will demonstrate safety procedures, bring food, and answer your questions while flying. Now next one, turbulence. Turbulence is a strong wind that causes an airplane to move and shake. We have to keep our seat belt fastened during the most of the flight because there is a lot of turbulence. Now overhead bin. A storage area above the seats is special for carry-on bags. Aisle seat. Aisle seats are the seats next to the walkway in the plane. The aisle seat of the plane is the place between the rows of the seats where people walk. People mostly prefer aisle seats because it is easier to get up and use the restroom when you have a aisle seat. Now next one, middle seat. A middle seat is the seat between the aisle seat and the window seat. Now next one, window seat. A window seat is the seat next to the window. It offers a view outside but a less mobility. Now next one, cockpit. The cockpit is the section where the pilot and the co-pilot sits and manage the aircraft. Now next one, pilot and captain. A pilot is a person who controls the flight by operating its directional controls. Now next one, leg room. The space for your legs under the seat in front, it varies by airlines and seat class. Now next one, longue access. It is an entry to exclusive waiting area. This is often available for a business class and a first class passengers. Now immigration. Immigration or immigration control is the place at an airport or an international border where officials check the passport of people who wish to come into the country. Now next one, duty-free store. There are certain stores at international terminals which are free from taxes. Now next one, domestic flight. The flight that flies inside the same country means from one state to another state, that is called domestic flight. Now terminal. A airport terminal is a building where passengers depart on a flight or arrive upon landing. Now let's see the last word, priority boarding. Priority boarding is a service that allows you to be first passenger to arrive on the plane and have more time to accommodate your hand luggage. Through this video, you have learned essential airport terminology that will help you during your travels. Remember these terms and you will feel more confident the next time you fly. Bye bye, take care. We will meet soon with another interesting topic. Till then, keep watching Knowledge. Like the video, share this video and don't forget subscribe this channel. You can also visit the Knowledge by following the other platforms.